Berdayes, Ason, and Karacsonyi dive into the Nimzondian defense classical variation Berlin variation Park variation in this thrilling Menorca Open 2025 round 3 encounter. On d4. Knight f6. On c4. On e6. Knight c3. Bishop b4. Queen c to this position is typical of Nimzondian defense classical variation Berlin variation. On c5. Threatening pawn takes d4. Pawn takes c5 played by Berdayes Ason. King castled kingside. On a3. Threatening pawn takes b4. Bishop takes c5 played by Karacsonyi. Bishop f4. Knight c6. Knight f3. Pawn b6. On e3. Bishop b7. Bishop e2. Bishop e7. King castled kingside. Knight h5. Bishop g3. Knight takes g3. Pawn takes g3. On a6 it is novelty move. Rook fd1. Queen c7. On b4. Rook fd8. Queen b3. Rook ac8. Rook ac1. Queen b8. Rook c2. Knight e5. Knight d2. On d5. Karacsony's idea is to play. Pawn takes c4. Knight takes c4. Rook takes d1 check. Knight takes d1. Bishop d5. Rook c3. Knight takes c4 and gain a significant edge. Pawn takes d5 played by Berdayes Ason. Pawn takes d5. Knight f3. Bishop f6. Knight takes d5. Rook takes d5. Rook takes c8 check. Queen takes c8. Rook takes d5. Bishop takes d5. Queen takes d5. Knight takes f3 check. Pawn takes f3. On b5. King g2. On g6. Bishop d1. Berdayes Ason is looking to play. Bishop b3. Queen c7. Queen a8 check. King g7. Queen takes a6 and dominate the board. Queen e6 played by Karacsonyi. Threatening queen takes d5. Queen d3 played by Berdayes Ason. Bishop b2. Bishop b3. Berdayes Ason wants to play. Queen d8 check. King g7. Bishop takes e6 and dominate the board. Queen f6 played by Karacsonyi. On a4. Berdayes Ason intends to play. Pawn takes b5. Pawn takes b5. Queen takes b5 and gain a significant edge. Pawn takes a4 played by Karacsonyi. Bishop takes a4. Bishop c3. On b5. Threatening pawn takes a6. Pawn takes b5 played by Karacsonyi. Queen takes b5. On h5. Bishop b3. King g7. Queen d7. Bishop b2. On f4. Bishop a3. On e4. On h4. On e5. Berdayes Ason's idea is to play. Pawn takes f6 check. King h6. Queen takes f7. On h3 check. King takes h3. Bishop b2. Queen g7 check. King h5. On g4 mate, and increase their advantage significantly. Queen e7 played by Karacsonyi. Threatening queen takes d7. Queen d5 played by Berdayes Ason. On takes g3. On takes g3. Bishop b2. King f3. Queen c7. King e4. Queen e7. Bishop c4. Queen a7. King f3. Queen c7. Queen b5. Bishop d4. Queen d5. Threatening queen takes d4. Bishop b2 played by Karacsonyi. King g2. Queen e7. King h2. Bishop c3. Queen c6. Berdayes Ason might go for. Bishop takes f7. Queen takes f7. Queen takes c3, and seize the initiative. Bishop b2 played by Karacsonyi. King g2. Bishop d4. Bishop b3. Bishop b2. King f3. Bishop d4. King e4. Threatening king takes d4. Bishop b2 played by Karacsonyi. Bishop c4. Bishop a1. Queen a6. Threatening queen takes a1. Bishop b2 played by Karacsonyi. Queen d6. Threatening queen takes e7. Bishop a3 played by Karacsonyi. Threatening bishop takes d6. Queen b6 played by Berdayes Ason. Bishop c5. Threatening bishop takes b6. Queen c6 played by Berdayes Ason. Bishop f2. King f3. Berdayes Ason intends to play. Queen f6 check. Queen takes f6. On takes f6 check. King takes f6. King takes f2, and take decisive advantage. Bishop d4 played by Karacsonyi. Queen d5. Threatening queen takes d4. Bishop c3 played by Karacsonyi. King e4. Bishop b2. On g4. Queen a7. On f5. On takes f5 check. On takes f5. Bishop c1. On f6 check. King g6. Threatening queen e3 mate. Queen d3 played by Berdayes Ason. Queen a3. Bishop b3. Berdayes Ason intends to play. Queen g3 check. Bishop g5. Bishop takes f7 check. King takes f7. Queen takes a3, and seize the initiative. Queen c5 played by Karacsonyi. King f3 check. King h6. Bishop takes f7. Queen g1. Think carefully what is the best move for Berdayes Ason. On e6 is a strong choice, since Queen h1 check. King e2. Queen g2 check. King d1. Queen g1 check. King c2. Berdayes Ason have small advantage. Let's explore the main line. Queen g1. Queen e2. Think carefully what is the best move for Karacsonyi. King g5 is the correct move because King e4. Queen h1 check. King d4. Queen c6. Bishop c4. Queen d7 check position is equal shifting to the main game. Queen e2 slightly worse move played by Berdayes Ason. Bishop g5 slightly worse move played by Karacsonyi. Bishop e8. Queen h1 check. King g4. Pause the video and find the best move for Karacsonyi. Bishop c1 is best move here because Queen f3. Queen h2. Queen e4. Queen g1 check. King f5. Queen f2 check. Still Karacsonyi is losing shifting to the main game. King g4. Queen h4 check is not the best move played by Karacsonyi. King f5. Think carefully what is the best move for Karacsonyi. Queen f4 check is best move here because King e6. King h7. Queen h5 check. Bishop h6. Queen g6 check. King h8. Still Karacsonyi is losing. Let's explore the main variation. King f5. Queen h3 check is a mistake played by Karacsonyi. Queen g4. Queen d3 check. King e6. Queen b3 check. King e7. Queen b7 check. King f8. Stop here and find the strongest move for Karacsonyi. King h7 is the right idea because Queen f5 check. King h8. Queen h3 check. Queen h7. Queen takes h7 check. King takes h7. Still Karacsonyi is losing. Let's explore the main variation. King f8. Threatening Queen h5 mate. Queen h1 is an inaccurate played by Karacsonyi. Queen f5. Berdayes Ason secured the win in style.